Welcome to episode 1 of Secret Scotland. This is Andy Plays Golf. Unfortunately, I am doing a voiceover today. I've made a bit of a boo-boo when it comes to the recording of the vocals when I was out in the course, so you are stuck with my voice in your ears. Today I've travelled up to Loudoun Gowf Course. I have said that right, it is golf course, which I'll explain in just a wee minute as to where the name came from. This is up in Galston, which is in Ayrshire, and Stephen that you see teeing off the now was kind enough to get me up on an invite, and I'll be honest with you, I had no expectations. I knew nothing about the course. I just looked into a brief bit of the history of it and quickly seen that it's a 5,726 yard, relatively short 18-hole course. There is only one par 5 on this course and it just comes in at just short of 500 yards. Other than that, it's a mixture of long to short par 4s and a couple of quite challenging par 3s. It's definitely a course that you want to bring your iron out on. Even the first hole plays off 364 yards on the yellows. I took a 3-wood, I sent it absolutely skybound and I was left with still 200 yards into the green. Your second hole, 323 yards off the yellows, it's this one here. And again, you're going to be surrounded by many bunkers, so your approach shot has to be dialed in. The most challenging part of this course is probably the sides of the fairway. Rough isn't too bad, but you're going to get caught out with your line of sight. You've not got a lot of options when you get in those trees. Even though the trees have been cut back quite heavily around the rough, you're still going to have quite a troubling shot coming out of them, and when you're like me and you've got a bit of a slice on your hands, it's not great off the tee. The greens for me personally absolutely killed me. I couldn't get the tempo right on them whatsoever. They were just so pure, but I'm so used to having greens with slight imperfections that when I'm playing on a course that's so heavily treated on the greens, I struggle with, I really do. But 10 out of 10 to the green staff for this course. It definitely just does need just a wee bit of watering. You know, this time of year that I've came, it's kind of getting into the season, a lot more people are playing it, but it does just need just a wee bit of watering. Other than that, absolutely fantastic so far. Okay, so this hole here is one of the first par 3s you come into. It's 154 yards. I took an 8-iron off this and sent it down left that you can see. So I did have a bit of a burn to play over and I absolutely shanked it right off to the side of the green that you can see. Again, this green's heavily protected with bunkers and I was lucky enough that I was just sitting in the side of them. Managed to chip out and I think I got a 4 on this one. But just having a wee look at some of the sceneries they've got moving from green to green is absolutely fantastic. It's not a course that you're ever going to feel that you've got repetitive fairways or you've got repetitive greens. Everything's just slightly different. So moving on to the first par 5, which is hole 5. As I said on the yellows, this plays 492 yards. It is a slight dog leg from right to left. I sent my ball down to the right hand side and Stephen just sent his skybound and it landed just over the burn. The burn probably plays about 200 yards off the tee. It's going to leave you kind of 250, 270 in, but if you can be brave here, I would definitely go with the driver. The views coming down off this tee are absolutely fantastic. You're going to see all your shots landing if you get them in the fairway. It's the sign of a good golf course when there's no golf balls in the rough. None. Not even any to fill up my wee box. You know, did find mine though, yes. But Stephen's been kind enough to get me up on one of the kind of guest passes he's got. So this is going to be episode 1. Not 11, 2, just 1 of Scotland's Secrets or Secret Scotland, whatever I've decided. I've not yet made the label of it, but I will. But it's genuinely, it's a lovely course. It's kind of hidden away. So this is the kind of courses that I'm ideally wanting to try and get a hold of. These ones that you guys play, they're not in any bunkered magazines, they're not on any websites, they're just courses which you guys love. And it's great, really is nice. I'm playing golf, really playing quite bad. I'm just overthinking it. I've got the camera, I've got everything going, so it's first episode, let me away with it. Stephen's playing well though.
kind of showing me off a wee bit. He's not down there, he's over that way. He's got 250 in. I'm like, go for it. Once in a lifetime opportunity. You're on Andy Plays Golf's video, do it, get it done. Think you will or not. That's where the run rigs come from, innit? That's that's my camera, mate.
That reminds me, I need to get a better tripod. So this shot here, I took an 8-iron and I sent it right through those trees. This is something that if you do get a chance to play this, which I highly recommend, you're going to find that if you do come off the fairway on most courses, it's not really going to be a problem. On this one, the way it's designed and the way the trees are kept, your line of sight is going to be cancelled out on the majority of missed fairways. Even if it's a wee branch hanging over, it's just one of those wee things you know you're going to hit it. So I felt a wee bit short here than what I was hoping to do, and I just had a wee kind of chip onto the green. This was actually quite a decent green to come into. Again, you can see those off-run bunkers. They're absolutely killers to your card, they really are. If you're like me anyway, that you cannot play a bunker to save your life. So you take just a wee kind of short brisk walk down to the 6th. You actually pass by one of the old greens that's now used as a practice area that you can see just to the left there, and it takes you nicely on to hole 6, which is a 388 yard par 4 again. This one here, I set the camera up a wee bit risky, especially with the shot add-on, and I left myself with an extremely uphill 5-iron. I did go for it. My balance is well off, as you can see with many of my shots, but Stephen had a relatively decent shot in here, and he just got a wee bit under it, as you can tell his frustration. I'm trying out this kind of Richard Attenborough camera angle, which I think I've done alright. Just trying something different out with the new camera angles. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully we're going to get a proper cameraman on board. If anyone wants to get involved in that, just give me a wee shout. So you're going to see Stephen play a couple of bunker shots, and part of his game that's absolutely fantastic is his bunker play. It really is. He did say he was really bad at it, and he spent quite a bit of time in the bunkers, and it really pays off. This bit I thought was quite funny. I says, oh, look at the bushes at the back of the green. He says, this is a poor man's Augusta, which I had a bit of a giggle at, because it's actually done quite nice. It is really nice. You would feel bad overshooting the green on that. Okay, so moving on to hole 7 again, 377 yards. It's one of the kind of mid-range shots that you're going to have on here. Again, iron's probably best off the tee here, as you can see that Stephen missed the fairway, but look at how punishing that is. You've really got nowhere to get up and out on that, and I think it was a 3-wooder drilled down the fairway and just had an 8-iron into the green, which I believe I missed. I did say to Stephen halfway around, I was like, see if you do hit a bad shot, just make it look as if it's okay, because we're not going to see where the ball goes. But he's quite expressive with his bad shots, I quite like that. So this is you coming back to the clubhouse with hole 8. It's again another 371 yards, and it's relatively straight. It really is. You can go for it. This is where one of the big hitters would benefit from, but it's again quite a tight fairway. You're going to be protected on left and right of the fairway. It's up to you if you want to take it on, and you can see both of us were on either side of the fairway. So moving on to the last hole of the front 9, 341 yards par 4. This hole runs parallel to the 8th hole, so it's pretty much identical as to how you're going to play it. You're probably best taking an iron off the tee. I believe it was my driver or 3-wood I took there, and I did send it into the bushes to the right. Stephen wasn't as fortunate as me. He was caught with some tree lines in his way, and I actually had a gap right up there that I took my gap wedge right through, and it caught a wee branch, and I ended up just at the side of the green. But as you can see here, it doesn't look too bad, but definitely playing your shot out, you're going to really need to watch what you're doing. So finishing up on this hole, just a great view going down to that fairway. We now move on to the second par 3, which is a 209 yard. It's quite difficult because it's sitting on a raised green and the front of the green is heavily raised up on a hill, so you need to be pretty spot on with your shot here. I was kind of stuck between clubs. That brings us nicely onto the one club challenge. Let's see what we get.
Right, so this is us at hole 11, right? So as I mentioned before, I'm going to do a bit of a challenge, and the challenge is going to be where on a par 3 or something similar, we're going to pull out a club which hopefully isn't the club you'd normally play. This is about 139 yards, so for me, gap wedge downwind, for Stephen, pitching wedge you said?
Yep.
Aye, so pitching wedge. So I'll go do a number generator because I've not brought my hat with me, right? It's first time. And the number generator is 1 to 14 clubs. Obviously number 1's driver, then all the way through to wedges, right? So we're going to generate it and see. I think we should do it 3 times, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? 4. You got a 4 iron?
4 iron. And
what would you be?
Fourth club will be my 6 iron. So driver, hybrid, 5, 6.
Oh, you get a 6, right? My 4 would be driver, 3 iron, which is technically a 4. So I'm taking 3 iron, you're taking 6 iron. Let's go. What you think they're doing though? Like, what is it? What is the game plan? That you could flop shot a 6 iron? Oh no! I forgot to say you do need to play this the full hole. Right, so it's 6 right up to cut. It's all right though. It's not the burn, so I don't know what I'm doing. Right, just there's 3 iron. I don't know if yeah, that might. That wasn't bad. Oh no! No! Is that in? Did it go? I've went in the burn. I get a drop though, so we're alright. You're lining that up like a putt? So any 6 iron you like then, aye? Oh, dog, got the tree. Ah, look, there we go. There we go. Ah, we're all pals though. Nice. 3 iron again. I don't even think I can clear the burn. No, is there a burn over there? Sit. I'll be alright. The glove's staying on. I need all the help I can get. Just a wee bump and run. Up the hill, into the cup. Oh, it's not even on the green yet. Oh, don't go back off. I'll be good. Right, I need to get this on the green at least. That wasn't bad. I like the wee chip. I'm onto something with this. I'll give you that. Nice. On to hole 12 now. Back to the video. Did you count what you got?
Yeah, it was a 7 or an 8.
Yeah, we say it's a 7. I think I was a 6. But hey ho, I'm not taking scores today. But let's keep going.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought we done quite well there, really do. For a 3 iron and a 6 iron, it wasn't too bad. Right, this is the kind of signature hole on here, hole 12. It's 288 yards. You can see the trees just off the side of the tee box there. There's pretty much your aim line. You can carry this green if you're quite accurate with your driver. I took a 3-wood and ended kind of 30 yards short, which wasn't too bad. So hole 13, 399 yards. This is again a relatively straightforward hole. You do have bunkers left and right of the fairway, so you need to be quite accurate in how you go down. Like many of the other fairways, they are quite tight, and there's another one of Stephen's bunker shots. Really was on fire with them, really was. He done really good.
So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there is a meaty road that runs right down the right hand side of this fairway, so 3 wood it is, because there's no way I'm taking it driver, because my insurance doesn't cover that.
Yeah, the nerves were flying on this tee shot, they really were. I was probably 5 or 6 feet away from being onto the road, so I'll happily take it. This shot looked absolutely fantastic, but it just ended up trickling off the back of the green, but I'm happy it did, because I'm sitting talking away to Stephen, I didn't realise that I'd brought my putter rather than a chipper, but I put it from probably about 6 foot of rough anyway, and it gets a nice track and then ends up at the bottom of the cup for a nice birdie, which makes me happy. I'm so happy I got that in film. I seem to do better with putts off the green, I'll tell you that. So this is a relatively identical hole to the last one, it just runs along that hole once you've crossed the road. So this one is called the road hole because obviously you're crossing the entrance road coming in. It's 338 yards, so your big hitters could probably go for it again, but you do have the hazard on that right hand side of the road, and if you're like me, I think I took a 3 wood and then just a simple wedge up to the green. So moving on to the fourth par 3, this was quite a challenging one I found. It's 177 yards, but it was heavily downwind. I actually took a 9-iron and ended up just short of the green. I was quite happy as to where the 9-iron went, but probably an 8 would have been beneficial. But again, it's going to be covered with bunkers and you need to be dialed in with your iron shots. This is, I'll say it again, an iron player's course. Look at that. See, I'm getting alright with these. Do you know, I walked there and then I stopped about here and walked back again. That's how silly I looked. Right, I walked and then see if you just look closely, I actually stopped and then I started to come back again. But I thought it'd be nice shots. I'll be happy with that chip shot. Not happy with that putt though. Getting good at those wee back club 3-footers. This is from the opposite corner of the golf course. Just gives a great representation. The sun was really shining at that point and it was just absolutely fantastic. Hole 17 is 149 yards but to quite an elevated green. It doesn't really pay justice on the video, but it is quite high. You've got bunkers to the right hand side which I really flirted with, and Stephen managed to get one of his shots in. He just likes showing off with those bunker shots, I'm not going to lie. That was a great putt for him, really great. Even done one of those cheeky wee slow-mo walks for him. Look at that, wee fist pump. So this is a view from the top of the 17th green. It gives you a nice perspective of what you're kind of looking at. There's not really anything outstanding on the course, you know, it literally is just a golf course, but it's just the way it's framed. Each hole feels like its own hole, you know, with the separation using the trees. Both of us absolutely piped our drives down this 18th fairway. We were about kind of 5 or 6 foot for one another, and I think it was a 9-iron I took there and it just wasn't the right club. It's a lovely green to come into because you're playing with the backdrop of the rest of the course and the road is right behind the greens. You need to know your numbers, but if you can flight a good shot then you should be alright. That's him started warming up with his putter now. But it's time to go, Stevie boy. Maybe your next round. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. That is me finally finished the edit on that. Probably taking about 2.5, just pushing on 3 full days worth of editing, so it's been pretty heavy going, hence the reason why I've not really got any videos out this week. So yeah, that won't happen again. I'll say that straight off. The problem was, is I'm thinking this wee mic that I've got on is going to pick up everybody round about me, and it doesn't, it really didn't. So it would mean putting a lot of text on the screen so that you would know what Stephen was saying, and it's just not very good. It's no good at all. So I thought I'll do that awkward voiceover and see how it turns out. So that is the first video, it's out the way anyway. I just want to give everybody a massive thank you for watching. This is fun, it's tough but it's fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm talking to a lot of people now about getting to the course. I think this is going to be a bigger series than I thought it was actually going to be, so I'm really looking forward to getting out there. I'm not going to give too much details away, but I've got some fantastic courses coming up over the next couple. Some of them you're going to really quite like. Some of them you've heard of, some big name courses, and I think it's going to be good. But for everybody that has donated and supported the channel through the Buy Me a Coffee, thank you so much. Genuinely, that's where the money's going to. The money I used to get up there and pay for the round was through the Buy Me a Coffee, so I genuinely can't do it without you, because I am skint. Proper skint. So if you want to continue supporting, or if you're interested in finding out more, the link will be down below. It's just that Buy Me a Coffee, and you can put your own amount on and donate to the channel anonymously, or let me know who you are. For everybody that has donated, I have sent you a message just to thank you personally, so please put your name on it if you can. I would never publicly put it out there, but it's just so I know who's keeping in touch. But thanks anyway. I'm going to go and sleep because I'm absolutely gubbed. I really am. It's been taxing. It really has been. It's a big project to do, so I'm really looking forward to it and taking it on. So thanks very much for watching. If you've not already done so, give the video a subscribe. Leave a comment down below what you want to see more of. This video is probably more of a trial and error. There's a lot of things that I want to do differently in my next videos, and it's obviously going to get better. I'm not a video editor, I'm not a videographer, I'm not any of that stuff. I'm just a wee fat guy who plays golf. So I really do appreciate you watching if you managed to watch it. So we're going to leave it there. I'm going to go and sleep. I'm going to go and try and enjoy my next couple of days. This video will be coming out on Friday, so if you're watching this, it is Friday or another day. The videos will be coming out every Friday, so Friday at 5 PM the videos will be pre-done to go out. So every Friday, if you make sure you put in your calendar or look out for your notifications, because that's when the videos are going to come out, and there will be other videos in the meantime, but Friday 5 PM is when the Secret Scotland video comes out. So yeah, should be fun. Right, I'm going to go. Take it easy, and thanks very much for watching. Behave yourselves. Okay, bye.